Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. I am Muhammad Yasin. This English class is for the students of grade 8. We are going to do lesson 8 today. This is our 19th video in this class. In our today's lesson, we shall learn to write the essay My Aim in Life and paragraph My Best Friend. We shall do remaining exercises of lesson 8. We shall do third exercise of novel and a few exercises of grammar. Dear students, let us learn to write My Aim in Life. Essay, you are very much familiar with the layout of the essay. We introduce the topic first of all. Then we write the main content of the essay, including 3 to 4 major points. Then we conclude the topic. Dear students, I have written here a sample essay. You can add in it, leave from it to write your own essay. I shall read it for you. Very simple it is. I shall read it. Different people have different goals in their lives. There are various professions like engineering, teaching, doctor and scientist. But for achieving our aims, we have to work from the very beginning. We also have to work very hard in proper way, because without working sincerely, we can't achieve our set targets in our life. I searched my plus and minus sides of intelligence and knew that I have a strong memory power. I score also well in science subjects. Therefore, I have decided to become a doctor. It is because I have judged my strength and I give priority to my choice. I usually read science, and it is just like my dream to be a doctor. Second reason, one day when I was going with my family to market for shopping, I saw a poor man begging for his son. I saw that his son was dying because of a disease. I don't know what was the disease. From that day, I decided that I will become a doctor to help the needy and poor people. It is a very rewarding and satisfactory job. I know that becoming a doctor is not a very easy task. It is a long journey of study to become a good doctor. But I have confidence in myself to accomplish the target. A doctor is someone who can help ill people anywhere, anytime, and give his family good cure for health. Doctors are much respected people. There are many types of doctors like eye specialist, skin specialist, etc. I want to become a medical doctor. It is distant from surgical work. Surgical job is not my favorite one. Dear students, this is the essay. This is just like a sample. As I told you before, this is not the final thing. You will finalize your own essay by changing it according to your choice. Let us move forward, dear students. This is a paragraph. This is also a sample. You have to write more than 100 words in a paragraph. My best friend is the topic. I shall read it for you. Friendship is very important for everyone, especially me. Abdullah is my friend. The first reason I consider him as my best friend is that he has a very warm personality. Furthermore, honesty is his good manner. He never lies because he likes to say something true. Moreover, he is a funny person. He always tells me some funny stories in order to reduce stress from studying. He is good at telling jokes, for he can create them on his own. He is really amazing. In addition, He is a compassionate friend who always helps others when they have problems. He always cares especially about me. He is very supportive for me. The second reason is that he is full of ability. He always secures certificate of achievement. I really appreciate him so much for this. I am proud of his friendship. Dear students, this is a simple paragraph. The topic is my best friend. To write your own paragraph, to write about your own best friend, you will write. You can take sentences from this paragraph. You can leave some from this paragraph to write your own. Dear students, let us move forward. As you remember, we read the lesson and did some exercises of our lesson 8. We shall start language structure today. Dear students, these are the instructions to do exercise A of language structure. Let us read the instructions and try to understand what is said here. Indirect statements. Dear students, you know very well, direct narration, indirect narration. If someone says to you, I am happy, there are two ways in which you can report or tell this to someone else. First, you can give the words that the man used. If you want to tell someone other, you will say, he said, I am happy. This is known as direct speech. Dear students, we have used here the words what the person said. This is called direct speech, because the actual words spoken are passed on directly without being changed in any way. That is what the speech marks or quotation marks mean. The actual words spoken are being given. The second way is like this. We can say the same thing in another way also. We can say, he said that he was happy. Dear students, we have said the same thing but in another way. This is the first way, he said I am happy. This is the second way, he said that he was happy. This method is called indirect narration. This method is called direct narration. Let us move forward. Here are some examples. And this is exercise A. It is taken from your book. In your book, it looks like this. We are set to change these statements into direct statement. Be very careful with punctuations. Dear students, he said that she was hungry. This is indirect method. And we want to change it into direct method. Direct way is he said, comma, and then in inverted commas we shall write I am hungry. Let us move forward and do this exercise. Dear students, in this exercise, the given sentence is he said that he was tired. When we change it into direct narration, it becomes he said I am tired. And I am tired will become in inverted commas. Second sentence will become she said I am waiting. Third will become he said the pen is broken. Fourth will become she replied the girls are right. Fifth will become he declared the battle is over. Dear students, we have done this exercise. This is exercise B. This is the next one. Now change these direct statements into indirect statements. Dear students, this exercise is exactly opposite to the previous one. In previous exercise, we changed indirect narration into direct narration. Now we are going to change direct statements into indirect statement. Direct statement is given, he said I am ready. Indirect statement will be he said that he was ready. This is the exercise given in your book. Let us write the answers of the parts given in this exercise. Dear students, direct sentence is he said I am going home. Its answer will become in indirect statement. She said that she was going home. Number 2 will become he said that he was reading a book. Number 3 will become he said that it was raining. Number 4 will become she whispered that they were going to tell him. Number 5 will become he remarked to his sister that she had been a long time. Yes, students, this is exercise C. We are getting ready to do exercise C. Let us read the instructions to do this exercise. Dear students, first of all, we are guided to change pronouns. Usually all pronouns in direct speech change into the third person in indirect speech. In other words, I, me become he, him, she, her. You becomes he, him, she, they, etc. Let us move forward. Dear students, we, us become they or them. Pronouns in the third person stay the same. He, she, it, they, them. Here are some examples also. He said, I shall tell her. He said that he would tell her. Dear students, after reading these instructions, let us move forward and try to understand how tense changes. After verbs in the present perfect or future tenses, the verbs in the direct speech do not change. He says that he is happy. He has said that he is happy. He will say that he is happy. After a verb in the past tense, the verbs in the direct speech change like this. I am happy. He said that he was happy. Dear students, if there is present perfect or future tense, the verb in the direct speech do not change. Examples are given here. Try to remember the rules to do the exercise. Dear students, exercise C exactly look like this in your book. Let us do it. Yes, instructions are given here. We are set to change these sentences into indirect speech using the introductory words given. For example, in part number 1, the given word is he said. We shall change it. I am telling you the truth, he said. He said that he was telling me the truth. Let us write the answer. He said that he was telling me the truth. Look at number 2. You have seen her before, she said. She said that I had seen her before. I am glad that you have come, he said. He said that he was glad that I had come. Let us move to part number 4. Its answer will become, he pointed out that they were very late. Number 5 will become, he told us that she arrived by train. Number 6 will become, the headmaster announced that there would be a week's holiday. Let us move to part number 7. Its answer will become, she promised that she would give me the book. Dear students, here is important to understand. In your first 6 parts, I did not give you more choices, but you can try to understand now. I will give you the book. She promised. She promised that she would give me It is very common if we write here me, the book. But dear students, him, her are also possible options. If she promised with me, if she is promising me, she is in front of me, then I shall use me. But there are different options also. I heard her saying she was promising with another girl. This is the option. I heard her saying, I heard her promising with another boy. This is the option also. If she is promising with a boy, I shall write here him. If she is promising with the girl, we shall write here her. If she is promising with me, I shall write here me. Dear students, it is not so difficult. Try to imagine the situation. There can be three types of situation. She may be promising with me. She may be promising with another boy when I heard her saying. She may be promising with another girl when I heard her saying. In such situations, we have to change the pronoun here. Let us move forward. He said that I was a brave man. In the same way, there can be different options here instead of I also. You can try to understand. Next part will become, he announced that they had made a mistake. The last answer will become, they promised us that. Here I have given you options again and I have explained it while doing part number 7. There can be different options. They promised us that he could rely on them. She could rely on them. I could rely on them. They promised us. What is the second person with whom it is? They promised us. But who can rely on them? It can be he, it can be she, it can be I. You can add one more option here. It can be we also. All these options will be correct. You can use any one of them. They will show us different context of this part. Yes, students, let us move forward. We have done exercise C. Dear students, next question is the composition. Given on page 51, we are set to write a ghost story. You have heard so many stories from your parents, grandparents. This is a story. We are set to write the ghost story. I have written it. It is not final one. You can change it as you like. I shall read it for you. As usual, I followed my mother. However, that night we did not go there by car because it was broken. Broken means out of order. We went on foot. When we arrived, we found that no keys were there. We had to wait for my father to get into the house. We had just moved to live in that house near a graveyard. Our house at that time was near a graveyard, and just a few days before we shifted over there. My mother asked me not to move around and sit next to her on the wooden bench. I did sit still, but accidentally I looked at the graveyard. I saw huge trees there. Suddenly I saw something on a grave very close to us. I saw a head sitting just beside the tomb. I called my mother, but she didn't answer. I looked again and saw the head was showing a smirk. Smirk is a type of smile at me. I felt very scared and kept calling, but mother did not hear my voice. I think it wasn't getting out of my mouth. I was calling my mother, but the sound was not coming out of my mouth. I began to panic when a hand knocked on my shoulder. It was my father. Dad, look over there. I told my father about what I saw, but he did not see it. I looked at the spot again, but the head was gone. I asked my mother if she saw what I saw or not, but her answer was no, because she fell asleep as she was sitting there. She was very tired and she didn't see anything before closing her eyes. I felt disappointed because I could not prove it to them. I was very scared, but I kept it inside, but I can still feel it inside my heart every time I pass through. I look at the same spot when I pass by, but nothing I see there anymore. Dear students, this is the composition. You can change it, you can add in it, you can leave from it as you like. That will be your own composition. There are thousands of stories you may have read, you may have heard. You can write any one of them. Yes, students. Here the last exercise of this lesson is useful words and phrases. Today our word is run. For example, here is written, the little boy ran away. Ran away means go away. As he was crossing the road, he was run down. Run down means hit down. Dear students, here run away means go away. Here run down means hit down. In the same way, it ran over him. Ran over him means move over him. In this way, all these phrases have different meanings. We have to use them accordingly. For example, here is written, the cyclist who was not looking where he was going ran into a parked car. Into a parked car means hit the car. Dear students, just like that, here is written, please go to the shop for me, said her mother. I have run out of sugar. Run out means finished. Something is finished, we say run out. In this way, you have to be very careful while doing this exercise. Let us do the first part. In first part, we shall write ran after the thief. In second part, we shall write run down by cars. In number 3, we shall write he did not run away. Run away means go away. In number 4, we shall write I ran into an old friend. Number 5, we shall write run out of paper. In number 6, we shall write going to run through the play. In number 7, we shall write a dog ran away with the basket. Dear students, this was the last exercise of our lesson. Now we shall do third exercise of our novel. Dear students, we shall use the given words. Given words are Ellen, David, Captain Hoseason, Mr. Riyash. By using them, we shall complete. I think we have run into another ship. Who said this sentence? Instructions are who said these things and who were they speaking to? Choose the names from the box. Yes, dear students, we have to tell who said this sentence and to whom it was said. Let us write the answer. Dear students, this sentence was said by Captain Hoseason when he was talking to Mr. Riyash. Let us move to the next. The second sentence was said by Ellen when he was talking to Captain. Let us move next. Sentence number 3 was said by the captain when he was talking to Ellen. Sentence number 4 was said by captain when he was talking to David. Sentence number 5 was said by David when he was talking to Ellen. Let us move to part number 6. Part number 6 was said by Ellen when he was talking to David. Part number 7 was said by captain to Ellen. Part number 8 was said by Ellen to David. Dear students, we have done third exercise of our novel. I shall read one part of chapter 4 for you, and you will complete reading of chapter 4 of your novel, because in our next lesson we shall do exercise 4. Before doing exercise 4, you might have read it. I shall read one part for you. We tell each other our life stories. This is Ellen's story. We decided to clean out the roundhouse, and before we was able to set sail, I'll start it again. We decided to clean out the roundhouse, and before we had finished, the wind started to blow and the ship was able to set sail. The wind blew away the rain and the sun came out. Next part is, now I must explain where we were. On the very foggy day when the Covenant ran into Ellen's ship, we were sailing through the Little Minch. After the battle, we were between the Isle of Canna and the Isle of Ariska. The quickest way to get from there to Loch Lynn was to sail through the Sound of Mull. But the captain had no map, and he was afraid to sail his ship so close to the islands. We set off therefore to sail was of Tyre, and then along the southern coast of the Isle of Mull. Dear students, this was part of the novel chapter 4 that I read for you, and you will complete it in your homework. Dear students, now we shall start grammar. In our grammar, we are getting ready to do exercise 19. In our exercise 19, we have to face the present perfect tense. Let us try to understand what is present perfect tense and it is used for what. It is used for an action which begins in the past and continues at the time of speaking. The present perfect is also indicative of something finished in the past and stated now. Dear students, I have noted the main points from this paragraph. I want to show you on my next slide. Dear students, these are the important points of present perfect tense. For example, it is used for an action which begins in the past and continues at the time of speaking. It is also used for something finished in the past. For example, I have seen the Faisal Mosque. We use since or for with both present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Common adverbs for present perfect tense are just, today, now, never, still, already, recently, etc. Let us move to the exercise, dear students. You can see it is given like this in your book. Answer number 1 will become, she has already had lunch. Number 2 will become, since when have you been using that blue pen? Number 3 will become, I have been writing exercises all morning. I have written 40 pages by now. Next will become, number 4 will become, I have been repeatedly trying and have been failing. Number 5 will become, she has been frequently going to the heart specialist since 1991. Answer of number 6 will be, the children have been playing all afternoon. 7 will become, have you had your dinner? If not, join me. I have gone through your report now and regret to disagree with you. Answer of 9 will become, I have been going to the ministry for 6 months without any result. Have you been having a clear view of the problem since the beginning? Dear students, this was exercise 19. Dear students, this is your homework. In your homework, you will learn and write the essay, My Aim in Life, and paragraph, My Best Friend. You will do the remaining exercises of lesson 8. You will do exercise 3 of the novel and you will read chapter 4. You will do the exercise. We could do only 19 exercise in this lesson. You will do it that we have done in our today's lesson. Dear students, that is all from our today's lesson. See you later in our next video. Goodbye.